What is up, guys? Ryan Rigg, the host here show, and let's get into it. What's on my iPhone? In this case, what's on my iPhone 5S, with the release of iPhone 6, iPhone 6 Plus, and the pre-order on Friday, and the availability in the store on the 21st, I thought, let's look at what's on my iPhone. A lot of you guys have asked me about this. So, what you're looking at here is my iPhone 5S 32 gig gold from AT&T. I actually am using a Lightning to HDMI adapter, and then HDMI cable into my Elgato to capture this. So, if you guys want to see more about that, I can show you that in a separate video. So hopefully you're enjoying this side by side. Please give me a thumbs up on this video as we go through it. So I try to keep the main screen kind of as stock as possible. What you actually see that's not stock down here is I've got the YouTube app and then the Studio app. I actually love these two apps. So, from right to left, or left to right, pardon me, there I got messages, calendar, photos, camera. We got weather, clock, maps, videos, notes, reminders, stocks, game center, newsstand, iTunes Store, App Store, passbook, settings, calculator, YouTube, and Studio. Like I told you, pretty standard skin there looking across the OS. And then phone, mail, Safari, and music on the bottom. So let's just go by page, and then I'll show you what I've got here. So when I actually open the YouTube app, this is a lot of times how I'm actually checking things here. The great thing I love about the YouTube app is I can manage each one of my accounts. So for example, Team Fell account, the Vlog account, and the Gaming for Grandpa account. So let's say we go over to Gaming for Grandpa. I can just select Gaming for Grandpa, hit OK, I'm done. And then I can bring up the channel there. I can actually check out my videos. I can check out other videos, of other subscribers on there. Hey, look, there's Destiny gameplay. Just got that uploaded. So it makes it real easy for me to manage all of my channels like that. And mind you guys, I'm using my left finger here, so if it looks like the phone's not responsive, like I said, it's because of my left finger there. And I'll additionally use my left thumb. So I'm right-handed, but for the sake of this video, just wanted to keep it looking on this, so that's just how we're going to do it. So I could scroll down here. Hey, there we are, 8707 subscribers. Almost 10,000. Hey, look at that, a couple thousand video views already on that new Destiny PS4 bundle. So that's the sweet thing about using the YouTube app, and then I can see all my subscribers that I'm subscribed to, like my man Carlos and Digitech Addict and Danny Wingate and Premier Reviewer Florida Carlos. Shout out to Moss and Road Mikes and Paul. Shout out Mike and Brody Smith and my brother, my vlog channel, FossyTube, Geeky Nerd Dad, just a few, John Morrison, TLD, just a few to name. So we'll get out of the YouTube app there and we'll go back to the home screen here. What I love the most is Studio, and I'm going to tell you why. Studio is very similar in that I can manage all of my accounts. For example, I can switch account. So let's say I want to switch over to the vlog account. In the Studio, you've got dashboard, videos, comments, analytics, YouTube, and then you can jump between YouTube or Capture. So if you hit YouTube, that'll open the YouTube app, and Capture will open the Capture app if you have both those installed. So we click on videos here, for example, on the vlog channel. I can take a look at like my recent uploads there. I can look at the vlog. So it was the Destiny Midnight release, and I can look at real-time stats, which is really cool, for the last 48 hours. How many views in the last 28 days, the likes and dislikes, a lot of likes there, which is awesome. And then read the comments, and then actually go ahead and then reply to the comment right within that particular app. So I actually really am a big fan of the Studio application and all of the granularity that you have. For example, jumping back over there quickly, you saw to the main channel, Fast, Electronic, and Loud. It can view comments as well as jump into analytics there, and you can take a look at how your channel is actually performing there. So for the last 28 days, we can take a look. Not doing too bad, So I'm pretty happy with the results there, about a 90% like rate. So we can jump out of that here. I know I'm not trying to bump the camera any there, but mind you, that's why we got the split screen there, so hopefully you're enjoying this setup. But moving over to the next page there, extras is just the extras there. I keep the contacts, voice memos, and compass in there, nothing too crazy. Then we got FaceTime, weather, AccuWeather. This 2014 schedule, I'm a St. Louis Cardinals fan, so that's what that actually is. Opens up the 2014 St. Louis Cardinals schedule. And then we've got Adobe Reader, this AppBox app, which got a few different things in there. I was born in April, so I'm in Aries, so every once in a while I'll check my horoscope. And then the YouTube Capture app, which is pretty sweet. If you don't have like iMovie or something like that, you can actually capture and then upload to your YouTube directly from the Capture app. So it kind of makes that pretty sweet. You can edit and add different clips. And then Apple Remote, I'll use that a lot to control my iTunes. For example, when I'm downstairs, I can control the iTunes library there on my Mac, so I like that. And then Epson iPrint, I actually use an Epson wireless printer, so this is an application from Epson that I can use to then print from mail, or because it's not actually an AirPlay, like an AirPrint Essential printer, it's got its own app for that. And then another cool app I use here, I can't actually engage it right now because I'm shooting with the Canon, is the EOS remote here for the Canon 70D, so I can actually use that. Very sweet application. I've got Google Maps, and then here's where some of my folders and where the funness comes. I've got a shopping folder, a tools, home, which is my Fast Electronic and Loud, that's our webpage, I have that right there, and then social, finance, and then Pulse. I do have ADT in my home, so I use the ADT Pulse app so I can actually monitor everything within my home, and then Amazon Prime Instant Video. So if you open up to shopping here, you can see what I actually have. I have Amazon, Best Buy app, the Apple Store, eBay, Walgreens. I do have a few prescriptions that need refilled, so the Walgreens apps makes it convenient there. Newegg, Kayak for travel, and then Fly Delta, so I can track all my miles there. And then over in the tools section, some really cool tools I have. If you guys didn't know, I graduated with a master's degree in computer science, and I'm certified with Cisco, so oftentimes a subnet calculator does come in handy when I'm networking. Speed tests, what's my IP, so I know any time. Got the airport utility app because I do rock the Airport Extreme in my home. And that's just a little police scanner radio for fun. 3D marks for benchmark testing. Air Video, when I was running a Windows PC, I ran an Air Video server. It allowed me to play, all my videos and then stream them on my devices. This is Wake on LAN to control PC devices, and then remote desktop light there. This is actually a P-term, which will actually give you just like a serial connection. And then I've got net status, which if you sign in, then you can get like net status, like, return TCP and DNS and things like that. And then we got a QR reader, which sometimes comes in handy. And if we click over here on home on the Fast Electronic and Loud icon, this will actually just come up then and then bring up my website. You can see low battery. I know that's the big thing I hate about iOS 7 is that no matter what, you have the battery, which is a fail. So you can head over here and check out our website anytime if you guys like. I'm always adding content, changing around. It's mobile friendly, so it's got a nice navigation there on the right side, but you can go to what you want. For example, you can come over to Gaming for Grandpa, visit the website, check out the latest videos, check out some of the latest cool gear that I'm rocking from Amazon. But yeah, that's kind of that on my website there. So let's jump back over here to the next app, which is social, which is where I spend the bulk of my time here on the phone. Actually, 90% of the comments and tweets and everything in Instagram and Facebook I do from my 5S. So this is my daily driver. I don't switch between phones. And I'll be rocking the iPhone 6 and 6 Plus, so make sure you're subscribed for full coverage of that. In my social tab, I have Twitch because my brother, my son, and myself, we all stream on Twitch, so it's nice to catch up. Twitter is a must. Tumblr for photos, and then Smart Glass app because I do rock the Xbox One. My Instagram, so I can check on all of you. Bitly, because I use my own custom Bitly links. Facebook and Google+. I don't use the Google+ as much, but I will use the Facebook about 80% of the time because I can just come into Facebook over here, and I can go over to pages, and go to the Gaming for Grandpa page, and I can manage everything that I need to there. Go to the Fast Electronic and Loud page, I can do that, which is very sweet. And then I can also manage, see the other page I have here, R&R Network Media Solutions, which is actually the company I own here in Springfield, Illinois. So that's really cool about Facebook, and you guys have seen Facebook there and how that operates. So I don't want to bore you with that, just kind of showing you what it's like there. And then with Twitter, I'll show you, which is really popular for me. Oh, it looks like we got a notification there. Shout out to my man Jason Ritt, very big supporter there. So we come over here to me. You can see Gaming for Grandpa is on the Twitter, but if I just swipe down, then I can pull up Fast Electronic and Loud, and then I can swipe down and pull up Ryan Rigg, which is me. That's my personal account. So I love that Twitter allows me to have all of my accounts right in there built in. I can just select between the one I want, and I can manage from all accounts. For example, so if I wanted to start a tweet from right here, I could actually start typing that tweet. I could click right here. Oops, pardon me. I could click this icon right up here and actually switch the account right then, and then tweet on behalf of Fast Electronic and Loud without having to go back to me. For example, swipe down and go to Fast Electronic and Loud. So huge shout out on the Twitter app. Something I use a lot, something I use every day. So very big fan of that because it makes my life convenient. So shout out to all you 607 followers too. So and then in Instagram, again, makes it very simple. You can see the people I follow there. We can just come down, see notifications. I post very often on Instagram. Big fan of that app because it's just how I relay some really cool pictures to you guys that you guys would like to see, So, and then we got Google Plus there, and then Tumblr. So we come out here, and then under the Finance tab that I rock here, I've got Capital One, Barclaycard, Chase, Citibank, Check. This is actually Page One's Check application. You can manage kind of all your, like credit cards and different things like that. I've got my business credit cards, my personal credit cards, so a few different ones, and I like to be able to manage those, and that Check application makes it easy. I do have AT&T service, so my AT&T app is convenient to have on the iPhone 5S. Credit Karma, it gives me a credit alerts. I think it was free. DirecTV, because I'm a DirecTV customer. And then PayPal, obviously, you got to have PayPal because, well, everything these days is with PayPal, and that's how I rock, like, my separate accounts with the PayPal in there. And these are just credit cards, and then, like, my bank account, my personal bank accounts with Chase, which is really sweet because Chase is teamed up with Apple with iOS 8 and the new iPhone 6 and 6 Plus to bring us the new form of payment system. So I'm excited that I already have Chase as my primary banking account. So, or banking account, whatever you call it. Like I told you, the ADT Pulse, real simple application. I could actually open that up there. I don't want to put in my passcode here with you guys watching there. So we're going to go ahead and just close that. This would actually let me to monitor my home, activate, disarm, rearm, check all the cameras, check the motion sensor, and smoke and fire at any given time. Then we got Amazon Instant Video there, which we could open up, and then I could just watch my videos that I'm, getting ready to watch or want to upload there. And then just swiping over, not much, guys. On the next page over, I got Find iPhone. This is a Siwa. This is actually a different form of browser. Sometimes there's certain websites you go to that just for some reason don't want to open well with Safari or just weird things, so sometimes I'll use this SIWA browser right here. Skyward Access I use 9 months out of the year because that's how I manage like my son's school account. So the Skyward app up there is what I use for that. Passsource is actually where you can create your own passcode, basically your stuff where when you got Passbook here, like you've got your reward zone, and like your, like I've got Best Buy, my Sky Miles, my reward zone, Apple Store gift cards, things like that. If you actually use that Passsource app, that's where you can actually create some custom ones. And then I've got like downloads to download YouTube art. I saved Social Blade stats, so they're ready to go for like Gaming for Grandpa and the main channel. And then this was actually a Final Cut Pro. Like, for example, I was on Safari and I was looking at a web page, so then I wanted to save that web page, and then I'll save it as a whole icon right here, and then that's how I know when I've got to it. So when I get to it, then I can delete it from here, and then I'll know I've read that. It's just kind of my way of doing it. And then my one of my other local banks here where my car is at is an app right there, Heartland Credit Union. And then Macworld, there was an article there because I was actually reselling my Mac, and just there was a couple tips from them, which was pretty sweet. We had the Scorpio sign up there because I was checking some zodiac signs for a friend. And then you can see this OEM Mopar. I'll open that. This is like what I was talking about. When I go to Safari and there's something I have not yet purchased or looked at or doing, I actually, on 4th of July, I actually had cracked one of these basically mud flaps on my Challenger SRT8 and want to replace it, so that I just create that there so that I know basically that's kind of like my active to-do list, so to speak, you know what I mean? So, and then for example, lamp replacement, this is from Sylvania. So if you pull this up, pretty common that a lot of friends and family, I'm not sure why, I'll ask for like what light bulbs fit in the car, or what car do you have, or what have you. So I'll use that. I don't know why. I know a lot of times when I was using HID lights and selling them to a lot of friends and family, I was needing that all the time. So, and then I've got a little Crutchfield information there. It's a link there. And then Google Drive, which I'll use sometimes to just move photos or move documents from like my Mac to here, or vice versa. And then the last one is Messenger. I didn't want to install it, but I did. It's from Facebook because Facebook took the Messenger away from the Facebook app and moved it to its separate thing. So yeah, I know it's a little bit longer video, but wanted to show you guys what's on my iPhone, how I do it. This, like I said, the iPhone 5S, 32 gig in gold. I'll be pre-ordering the iPhone 6 and the iPhone 6 Plus on Friday. Those will be arriving on the 21st. Make sure you're tuned in, subscribe for all the coverage on that. And if you haven't already, take a look at the PS4 Destiny Bundle unboxing. Just did that yesterday. Plenty of new gameplay on the Gaming for Grandpa channel, but I'm Ryan Rigg, guys. As we get closer here to the new iPhone 6, I'll be putting out a new video. Just my spin on iPhone 6, iPhone 6 Plus, what to look for. Coming from somebody like me who's, I wouldn't say Apple biased, but somebody who's going to give it to you straight and give it to you real. So you guys have been asking a lot about this video, and like I said, I used the Lightning to HDMI adapter and then HDMI into my new Elgato HD60, captured right into my MacBook, and then through video editing, I'll then process this as split screen, what you're seeing here, and split screen on the capture and put that side by side, and hopefully it'll turn out well. But if I could, guys, please give me a thumbs up on this video. Check out the giveaways. I'm Ryan Rigg, and that's been What's on My iPhone 2014 edition, the iPhone 5S, 32 gig gold, AT&T. Thanks for watching, guys, and we'll see you on the next video.